Hello, all you beautiful humans out there in YouTube world. I'm Sonica, and welcome back to the Stanley Parable. So, we'll jump right into things and just see what happens, because I like this game. Um, it's loading, and I'm waiting for the little circle of death to come. Okay. I feel like there's more I should be able to do in the office.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Okay, now I found out you can jump out the window. By the way, this whole time I've been clicking, I can press E to interact. I'm such a dingus. Maybe I can go up this way. Nope. Over here. Nope. I think someone's lied to me. I feel lied to. I feel betrayed. There is no way you can get up and over. None. Okay, anyway. At least we tried. Unless this is still the stupid confusion ending. And it never ended.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling
Tips for
weird
not getting fired.
disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his
Don't get
boss's
fired.
office,
That's
hoping he might find an answer there.
a pretty simple way of putting it.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's
I don't
office.
remember what we did last time, so if I end up doing the same thing. There is a way you can like go in and then right before the doors close you can come back out.
Stepping in.
Uh-oh. I broke the game. I broke the game. Oh, now it's quiet. I lost the narrator. That's not cool. Now it's all quiet and scary. Okay. Do I just explore without the narrator? I'll go backwards. Oh, I don't like this. There's something very eerie about not having the narrator. And being able to go back through all these doors. That hasn't been able to happen before. It literally opened every door. I opened a door! Okay. Is that it? Oh, nope. I'm now leaving. Okay. Of course, that wouldn't work. This is creepy, because now I don't have the narrator. I don't know how I feel about this. I don't have the narrator to tell me if something creepy is gonna happen. Can I open one of the red doors? Nope. Okay, just keep going. Oh, I can't see a thing. Oh, there we go. Wow, that was really dark. It's just getting darker. $5.78 or $7.58. Wow. By the way, I have dyscalculia, so I actually cannot read letters in the right order. Or numbers. Wow, I can't even say numbers. At least I know there's a pattern to how to climb. Escape pod launch bay. What? Okay, escape! Escape. What? Hello? Oh, that was weird. Oh, that was really weird. Oh, that was weird. I mean, this whole game's really weird. This game's weird. Okay, so I escaped.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had
Is that
simply
door
missed a
closed
memo.
behind me? Cool. That was weird. That was not something I liked. I missed my narrator. I never thought I'd say that, but I missed the narrator.
When Stanley came to a set
Okay.
of 2 open, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire
That's not
it.
at all what I wanted to do.
Ah, yes, truly a room
Soda?
worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all.
Coffee?
Just to spend a few
No.
moments here in this but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I don't want to.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Is there an option to go around this way? Dang it! I didn't want to get back on track.
Yet there
Dang
was not a single
flabbit.
person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office,
Okay,
hoping he
down
might
again.
find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh no, I don't want to do this. I've already done this. I've already made a huge mistake. I've already gone down there. That was a huge mistake. Go back. Go back up. Climb the stairs. Can I open this door? I broke it. Okay. Money in the morning, money in the evening. That's great. Can I climb out this window? No. I want to climb out the window. Bed. Stay open. Fine. Can I go back out this way? The door doesn't close behind me. No, it does. Oh, I didn't know these opened. Oh, a whole new world just opened up for me. Probably does nothing. Oh my gosh, it does. What? Give me the elevator. This is so crazy. What does this do? I like the music. I just heard my name whispered. Does the narrator enjoy the elevator music? I mean, I'm really enjoying this elevator music. So I have to... Is that it? No. No way. Are you serious? Okay, well that was odd. And that was enjoyable, but that was odd.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication
I don't
of
remember
any
it.
human life. What could it mean?
4,
Stanley
2,
wondered aloud
5,
to
7.
nobody.
I don't
He
remember.
began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be?
I have no idea.
In fact, this keypad guarded
2,
the
8,
terrible
4, 5.
secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it, and Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as
I'm
quickly as
sorry.
possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Okay.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated,
Okay.
Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
I can't go that way. I remember that from before. I feel so bad because I was like clicking this whole time and I didn't realize I could just press E to interact. And I'm sorry, like, just exited frame for a second.
Descending deeper into the building,
It's going down.
Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself.
So
to
we're going
question
down
the
pretty
nature
far.
of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Okay.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind
Okay, so we're gonna
Control
do this.
Facility.
I'm gonna press the off button. Because I was an idiot last time and pressed the on button.
Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only
Yeah, push
reason
button.
he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions
yes,
had
I
been
did.
manipulated to accept
No.
it blindly?
Did I remember that from before? No.
No.
Yep.
He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible?
Yes.
Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind
Where am I
to
going?
the world?
Okay.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy. or
Okay,
sad,
for the record,
or
I
content,
think
walking, eating,
I'm supposed to do it in this
working,
order.
all of it monitored and commanded from this
Red,
very
green, yellow,
place.
blue.
And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in,
There's blue.
Stanley decided that this machinery would never again
Red,
exert
green,
its
yellow,
terrible power
blue.
over another human life. For he
We're
would
not gonna
dismantle the
test
controls
that theory
once
yet.
and for all.
Because that was horrible. Can I interact with this? Oh, the console was disabled. Sad day. Okay, I'll turn it off. There is a... I feel like there is a way to actually stop it from exploding. But I want to consult with
And
some
when at
friends
last he
first.
found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty.
Turn it off. Okay. We've already heard that spiel before, so. Shut it down. Okay.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty.
Oh, and me.
Was it over?
Is it?
Yes.
Oh.
He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away.
Ow, my shoulder just popped.
And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened,
That hurt.
Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp?
That's a good question.
What other
Should I
mysteries
go
did
backwards?
this strange building hold?
I have no idea.
But as sunlight streamed
Nope.
into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to
Look at the trees.
understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his.
This is so pretty.
And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing.
No one will tell me ever what to
Stanley
do again.
stepped through the open door.
He just told me what to do. I refuse. No one's telling me what to do ever again. If I just stand here, does that something happen? I'm gonna go back now. Fine. I don't think that's part of it. I won't do it. Okay, fine.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Stanley's being told what to do, but Stanley's happy. And I'm actually happy that Stanley's happy. Beat the game. That doesn't seem like... You just follow the instructions. What? That's not fun. You gotta go against what's being told to you. Gotta go against it, and against it, and against it.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
I really just want to try to
Stanley
jump out the
decided to
window.
go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Gotta get yourself a run and
No
start.
matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
You gotta get a good running start here. You really gotta try. Why did this stop? Okay, well now it won't let me up. And that's making me mad. And I'm putting my fingers on the wrong buttons. Really? Okay. Up. I'm up. You can't jump. I was pressing the spacebar. That would explain that little achievement being made. I wanna go. I wanna go. I wanna jump. Okay, fine. Okay. Maybe there's another one near a window. Nope. Life is lame. Did I already do that? I feel like no. I don't know, I'm an idiot.
When Stanley came to a set
go
of
this
two
way.
open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yes.
Wow. Yes, this room. But eager to get back to
We're just
business,
gonna go straight now.
Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Never.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
I wanna look for secrets. This game has a lot of them. Can I climb? Nope. What happens if I just jump right off of it?
Look, Stanley, I think
There's a
perhaps
truck
we've
down
gotten
there.
off on the wrong foot here.
We should jump.
I'm not sure, but in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
He's very condescending. And I love that about him. It's basically like living with my sister. Chelsea, I love you. Okay.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
We're just gonna
I
spend
realize
some
that
time
investing your trust in someone else can be
on the
difficult,
elevator.
but the fact is
The lift,
that the story
if you
has
will.
been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make
Okay.
every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Who?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
My wife?
She's been waiting.
Oh my god.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this.
Oh my god.
To reach out to her.
What do I do?
If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
What if I refuse? Let me go. Can I leave? Okay. Is there an option to not pick up the phone?
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about...
You're doomed.
That's terrifying. That was terrifying. I don't like this guy.
Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you?
Dad,
I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley.
that was not.
I'm trying to get you
That
to
was
see
not
something.
okay.
Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on
I
here.
don't think I want to.
Sorry. But you're in my story now.
He's scary. Can I leave? Oh no. Oi.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
I don't like him. He's scary. Good morning. Press X.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Press 1.
Look at him there, pushing buttons.
Is it
doing
turning
exactly
into my
what
office?
he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Yes.
But in his mind,
What happens if I choose not to? I mean, I'm gonna play it out, but...
Adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Okay. X.
And so he began to fantasize
Hey.
about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers,
Hi,
his
wifey.
boss, everyone in the
You look a
building
little pale.
suddenly vanished.
Are you
off
feeling
the
okay?
face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Can't even go into the bedroom.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what
Creepy.
lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Can I leave? Let me leave. Fine.
As he wandered through this fantasy
let me leave.
world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations.
Whoa.
Down
Where-
one path lay an
Why
enormous
don't you see
brown
that happen?
room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game
Came
with
with a baby.
and he called it the Stanley Parable. It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never
You're like
end,
really
that he
scary.
might
Can you like
always
leave me
feel
alone?
as free.
Watch.
Surely
Plot
there's
twist,
an
that's the
answer down
narrator.
some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time. But there is no answer.
Dang it.
How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
It's like Inception. That's 0,
And
not
I'm
a
trying
no.
to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop.
That's why
Here,
you couldn't go
watch
further that
this.
way.
Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
I will. He says I wasn't gonna listen. Clock's ticking. Gonna give it a minute. You guys don't have to stay here that whole time. The ticking's enough to drive anyone crazy. I'm impatient. Patience is a virtue. Like sitting in your car for 2 hours waiting for someone to come and help you with a flat. Because that happens.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
Press F to question nothing. Can I just like leave it? What if I'm questioning everything? Can I leave? Ah, fine.
I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button.
What?
And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button.
No.
And
That's... That's scary. I don't like him at all. Why would that? Oh no, that's terrifying to see what's gonna pop up on screen. I don't like that. Nothing? No buttons? Okay.
The meeting room. Yes, that's where everyone would be. Stanley just needed to get to the meeting room, and from then on, he would never be alone ever again.
Oh my gosh, is this a continuation?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay.
Yet there was not a single person here.
Okay, so are
either.
we just continuing?
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to
Okay.
his boss's office.
New plan. I want to see if there's anything more. Ugh. Hey! Why is there a panda with a gun to its head? That's creepy. Why don't we just go back downstairs? Nope, can't. Cool. Well, dive.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
I love this. So you're gonna like continue to be like blah 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 blah. That didn't happen, did it? I don't remember that happening last time.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control
Escape.
Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Okay. Turned around last time, didn't I?
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
I'm gonna die! Don't,
At
that's
this point,
bad.
Stanley was making a conscious,
Yes.
concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Yes. Ooh. I wanna jump in the hole! Whee! I jumped in a hole, guys. Still going. Oh, ow. Dang it.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer,
I can't even jump.
he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see that
I don't want to get crushed.
he doesn't
No.
know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow
Don't
vision
crush me.
of what this world is. Perhaps his death was a
Don't crush me.
loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man.
Ew, why would you pluck the eyeballs from the blind man?
Accepted this
No,
violent end
no,
to his brief and
no,
shallow
no,
life. Farewell, Stanley.
no, no, no. What?
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous
This is
metal
new.
jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
I'm gonna die. What? What? Hello? Who are you?
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever.
What?
What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life
What
the
is
same.
this?
Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
That's crazy. Button sounds. This is so cool. Oh my gosh, this is like the development of the game. That's awesome. That's so cool. So cool we get to explore like the That's awesome. This is so cool. Oh my gosh! And you can still interact. That's awesome. That is so cool. Can I turn back on? Nope. Okay. Narration outtakes.
See how it's impossible for the player to do anything this way. Perfect example of poor level design. It's the kind of thing you pick up on intuitive.
This is so cool. Kevin Brighting. Narrator emails. Oh, that's so cool. If you couldn't read that, well. It's my office! That's awesome. That is so cool. That's so cool. I feel like a gigantic nerd now.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another.
Me and
How
the
they wish to control
narrator?
one another. How they both wish to be free.
Or me and Stanley. That's awesome.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose.
Okay. In the game again. I was gonna end this episode here, but now I'm not, cause this is so weird.
I can't wait to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley thought. How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just laugh and laugh at the time I thought everyone had gone missing.
What's with all the papers? Oh my gosh. I just got this weird, like, tingly feeling all the way up my back. Like something was very wrong. Like, look at all the papers. Can I open anything? What's going on? There's that door. That door is open. This is odd. I'm just gonna try every door. Because that's what I'm gonna do.
Stanley went around touching every little
Sorry.
thing in the office, but it didn't make a
Did I
single
just
difference,
apologize to the
nor
narrator?
did it advance the story in
Oy.
any way.
But this is odd. Anybody else? These papers on the ground? These weren't there before.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay. I'm questioning everything now.
Yet there was not a single person here.
Has that
either.
changed?
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
I've already done that.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's
I feel like I'm
office.
just repeating things over and over and over and over again. That just opened right away.
Here's the door, just go.
That's awesome. I love this. I love this. I love this so much. Oh my gosh, what is going on over here? Okay. This is... Here's the door. Okay. Okay, Mr. Narrator. I can tell you're annoyed with me already. Wonder how many times I do this.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control
I don't think
Facility.
there's any way for me to... I don't think there's any more endings. I think I'm just done. Just gonna blow the place up again.
Content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley
System
decided
power
that this
on.
machinery would never again. Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls.
For a second time.
After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted?
Yes.
Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I
Okay,
believe you'll
so
find
let's
this
see.
pertinent, Stanley suddenly
Red,
realized
yellow,
he had just initiated the
green.
network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is
Okay.
activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators
Yellow,
are set to
green.
explode,
Yellow?
eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your
Yellow?
time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy
Yellow,
it. Mere
green.
moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going.
Yellow,
All this
green.
means I barely know where to start. What's that?
Blue, red.
You'd like to know where your co-workers are?
Did I break
A
it?
moment of solace before you're obliterated. All right, I'm
I
in a
broke
good
it.
mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons
Fail
endlessly
safe is
and then
disabled.
dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside. Or let it burn to a
I
crisp.
broke it.
I have to say this, though. This version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. but I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock, why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button.
There's a big red button?
Door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten?
I
Well,
did.
so,
I already beat it.
do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
He's scary.
You're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless.
He's a scary dude. I mean, I know I've said that a million times, but he's scary.
It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds.
Was he
until
saying
a
that last time?
nothing. No ending here. Just you being blown to pieces.
We've already done this.
Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke.
That's a joke.
And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say happily ever after.
Okay. I don't think he said that before. I don't think he did that whole, like, spiel about, well, Hades is a very scary person. I don't think he did that whole spiel before. What's with all the paper? I don't understand what's with all the paper. Can I click on anything new? Can I climb up and out? No. I don't get it. That's just new and weird. Okay, just gonna stay in here now.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure.
Yep, I locked myself in.
What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility?
Yep, we've already done
He had
this.
never been trained for that. No.
I'm just
This couldn't
curious.
go anywhere except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will
I'm
hurt
not
me.
waiting.
Nothing will break me.
Okay.
In here I can be happy.
I'm sorry, guys.
ever.
Just, I'm gonna skip this
I will
whole
be
thing.
happy. Stanley waited.
Just. Okay, and on that very strange note, I am going to leave this episode right where it is. I may mention that I am currently alone in my living room. So this game's really starting to get to my head. I couldn't imagine, like, playing this, like, completely, like... it's so creepy and weird and awesome and funny, and this game's just got everything. So, yeah. With that being said, you have a wonderful day, you beautiful humans. Like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye! Creepy ass bastard, Mr. Stanley.